I'm Sean Sebastian, and in this video, I'll be teaching you how to best use AI tools like ChatGPT to craft more authentic, more engaging, and tailored responses from AI. So, if you're a freelancer or an entrepreneur, make sure to finish this video as I'll be sharing the exact advanced tips that will actually help you leverage the power of AI. So, let's get started.
All right. Again, as I've mentioned kanina, this is about mastering AI conversations, series, the prompt framework. This is the framework that I actually did, that makakatulong sa atin on prompting properly any kind of AI tools, no. But for now, we'll be focusing on OpenAI, which is ChatGPT and Claude. All right. So this is to leverage the power of AI to craft authentic, engaging, and tailored responses. Okay. So before we proceed, make sure to join our Facebook group, Colab Studio. That's Course Lab Studio. Our goal is to actually, share more information, live sessions, and resources in this group, especially about freelancing and artificial intelligence. So, if you're interested to learn more, get more updates, make sure to join our Facebook group. For free naman yan, guys. No? So, right now, we're on 116 members. So, I hope you can share this and invite more of your friends para mas marami mag-benefit on this. Okay. Now, ito na yung kwento, no? Ito yung sabi ko kanina medyo may critic tayo and Amerikano pa yung yung nag-comment doon. But all goods, no? So it's about my recent post as an invitation for this live webinar. So, ang sabi ko doon, I lost a premium client because of AI. So, hook agad, no? So, bakit instead of actually, getting more clients through AI, bakit I was able to actually experience losing a premium client on top of that, no? But quick story, I'd like to share this quick story lang. No, I'll never forget this one client when she asked me to write 50 blog articles, for their business community website. So, sounds straightforward, right? So, the catch, she provided very basic details, barely enough to work with. So, napaka-konti. Binigyan niya lang ako, ito yung social media post ko, meron diyang details, check mo na lang kung kailan yung date, make an article about it. Gano'n, very bare yung information na ibinigay sa akin. To the point that, I really have to make the story longer to make it a blog article, no? So, on top of that, 50 blog articles na kailangan kong gawin, I had an extremely tight deadline. So, parang wow, na-challenge ako ng sobra dun, na-test yung aking, you know, cognitive creative writing style. Kasi I have to actually produce 50 blog articles in a tight schedule. Not only did I actually have to write the articles, but I also have to design and publish them on their website. So, kailangan ko pa siyang i-design tapos i-publish ko pa. Kailangan ko pa mag-curate and collate ng mga pictures from their past events, no? So, I have to really do research and, stalk their profiles and their events, no? Kasi ginawa kong 50 blog articles na yun, that's a year-round events na meron sila sa community and they would want to put it on their website. Anyway, it felt like impossible task, right? But then I thought, good thing, buti na lang may AI. Buti na lang nandiyan si pareng ChatGPT, no? So I learned heavily I really leaned on ChatGPT that time. Sabi ko, no, wala talaga akong choice. I have to lean on ChatGPT to get the job done. I fed it in the limited information that I had. No, I churned out drafts quickly and polished them up just enough for the submission kasi para ma-meet ko yung deadline. So at first, I was proud of myself. I finished all 50 articles in just 1 week. A task that would have taken me at least a month or 2 months to actually do manually, if there's no AI around. No? So AI seemed like a lifesaver for me. So wow, premium client to guys. So One week, I have this premium client, natapos ko yung project, natapos ko yung task. Kumbaga, mic drop. Masaya ako. I'm proud. No? But then came the client's feedback when I actually submitted all the deliverables. No, uh, they were disappointed. Disappointed. So I really felt bad na uh, they were disappointed about the articles that I've written. No, they recognized almost immediately that the blogs were AI generated. So they pointed out filler words, flowery but irrelevant language, uncommon terms that felt unnatural, and a tone that was robotic and generic. Worst of all, the articles didn't really reflect their community or the brand's voice. So I really totally get it why they were disappointed. Kasi kahit sa akin yun, parang, wow, I'm paying this premium amount of money just for you to finish the job quickly, but not well done. No? So in that moment, it hit me like a ton of bricks. No, I had let complacency get over me. No, parang hinayaan ko maging complacent. So it got the better of me during that time. So instead of actually delivering value and thoughtfulness, I focus solely on completing the tasks as quickly as possible. So my reliance on AI without strategy or refinement had backfired to me. Really, it really literally backfired talaga kasi I really received a negative, feedback. So I had no choice but to start over. I have to rewrite every single article from scratch. So that's the consequence of, trying to get better of myself. I spent hours copy editing, tweaking the tone, and ensuring the content sounded more natural and aligned with the client's vision. So it was exhausting, but it taught me an important lesson. AI is a powerful tool, but it's not a substitute for critical thinking, creativity, and attention to detail. That's for sure. Now that we're living in the era of artificial intelligence, this experience feels even more relevant. Kung mapapansin nyo, lalo na kung you are actually, active on trying to consume contents right now on social media or on podcasts, usual topics right now are circulating about artificial intelligence. Even investors are actually leaning towards artificial intelligence now. So many freelancers, marketers, and business owners are actually falling into the same trap I did. So they rely on AI too much without fully understanding how to use it effectively. So here's the problem. No. While AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Merlin, Gemini can save time, most people don't know how to craft the right prompts to get results that feel natural, authentic, and human. The results often feel robotic. Na-mention ko kanina, no? Ito yung mga feedback na sinabi sa akin ng client na yun, premium client na yun. It lacks emotion or personality. It's generic, overly polished, or filled with cliches. I remember this time, no? I was invited as a speaker in an international Twitter space or X space. And we were given topics na some of it are quite unfamiliar with me, but I have to research beforehand the scheduled X space that we have. So, syempre, nag-chat GPT ako. And I just really prompted kung ano yung binigay sa aming guide questions. Yun lang ni-run ko doon sa chat GPT. Lo and behold, no, I have one co-panelist speaker in that X space. Parehong-pareho kami nung mga talking points. Parehong-pareho kami nung mga terms na ginagamit and na-realize ko yun, very, 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 very evident na pareho kami gumamit ng ChatGPT that time, no? Buti na lang napansin ko agad, I was able to actually revise and really made use of my own words, no? Kung napansin ko na, pareho kami nung na-research from ChatGPT. So, very generic, no? And lastly, with uncommon or fancy terms that stand out in the wrong way. No, very unnatural. Maraming mga words na hindi naman usually ginagamit in a common language lumalabas like embark, ano ba, unlock. I mean, there's a lot of things, no, but the really natural. It doesn't really feel, a conversation. So especially if you're copywriter, if you're a content writer, you would want to be more authentic in delivering your messages. No? So, and it's not just that the tone that suffers when freelancers submit this kind of content, katulad ng ginawa ko, clients notice. No? In fact, many freelancers lose clients because of uh, AI, too much dependent on AI. No? Their work comes across as mass-produced or impersonal. So businesses risk their brand voice when their content feels disconnected from their values. Always remember that. So, and as audiences grow more aware of AI generated content, they're becoming harder to impress. Ako, I'm pretty much sure kapag nakabasa ko ng isang copy or ng isang article, halatang-halatang ano 'to, AI generated. I'm not sure kung ako lang ba 'no, pero meron talagang mga words or meron talagang alam mo na kinopy-paste lang from ChatGPT tapos yun na yun. Yun na yun 'no. So, very, very ano, very obvious na 'no, lalo na kapag kayo heavy AI user na kayo, you really recognize well if this is something na pinroduce ng AI. So, if that's the case, then definitely 'no, mahihirapan tayo to actually find clients who will actually trust us with their brands, with their brand voice, with their messaging. So, we really have to we really have to step up the ladder game on AI usage, no? But the real issue isn't really AI. Alam niyo ba 'yun? It's really how we actually use it, no? It's not really AI problem. AI is really a tool, a very, very good tool for us. But it's not really the problem. It's how we actually use it. It's the people who are using it. So AI is only as good as the prompts and guidance you provide. This is why I actually created, the prompt framework that I will discuss later on, no? Um, kung maganda ang inilagay niyong input at prompts sa AI, of course maganda yung ibibigay sa inyong results. If medyo basura, sorry for the term, ang nilagay niyo din basura din ibibigay sa inyo. So you really have to be a good user of AI for you to be able to maximize and leverage its capabilities, no? And ito, mainit-init na usapan 'to recently 'no, that AI is really actually replacing humans right now. I've seen, a news 'no, abroad 'no, that there's a lot of parang ano 'to, mass yung tinatanggal sa trabaho, natatanggal sa trabaho ng mga virtual assistants 'no, because their job is being replaced by already automations and AI. And it's really happening 'no. But what's the thing that we're going to get, no, on this, no? AI really won't replace humans. But, no, humans using AI will replace those who are not using AI. So always remember that. No. So if you are trying to build your business, trying to build your career online as a freelancer, no, make sure that you are quite aware of these tools kasi papalitan kayo ng mga taong gumagamit nun. No? And we have to be competitive enough. We have to always upskill. We have to really always join the ladder trend or the ladder game for artificial intelligence. Okay. So, pakilala lang quick baka may mga hindi nakakakilala sa'kin dito. So, sa mga nanonood, I think there's a lot. Thank you sa mga ano, mga nagko-comments din. Hindi ko pa mabasa yung comments niyo. But Yeah, my name is Sean. Uh, I've been using ChatGPT since its beta phase, no beta testing phase. So as a seasoned copywriter and content writer, I've spent years refining my craft and learning how to collaborate effectively with AI. My experience taught me that while anyone can use AI, not everyone can use it well. So AI doesn't really replace creativity or strategy. It enhances it. No, really helps enhance no yung creativity and strategy when used properly. So with the right framework, you can transform ChatGPT, Claude, Merlin, Gemini, any AI tools using OpenAI into a creative assistant that helps you produce content. No, that is contents that are authentic and aligned with your brand voice, engaging and relevant to your audience, human-like, but with the efficiency AI provides. No, so I'll be talking about the prompt framework, no, later. So it's the result of my journey, of course, my mistakes and lessons learned. It's a guide to learn the full potential of artificial intelligence while avoiding the pitfalls that lead to robotic, soulless content. So whether you're a freelancer, marketer, or a business owner, this framework will teach you how to craft prompts that produce genuine, high quality results every single time. So yeah, let's page. Hopefully you're excited, guys. Okay, before we proceed to the framework that I'm actually talking about, let's talk about first the common mistakes to avoid when prompting AI. Number one, using polite less, words that add noise. So, sino sa inyo, no? Gusto ko makita yung comments din eh. So, I like to know, sino sa inyo yung pag nagpo-prompt sa AI, nagpi-please pa? Please create me this one. Uh, Make sure to ganito, ganito. Merong mga can you para sa AI. Meron ba? Can you type one sa mga gano'n? Gano'n yung ano, gano'n mag-start mag-prompt, nag-aano muna, nagpi-please muna, nag nagke-can you muna, will you, ganyan, 'no? So, don't do that anymore. So, ito yung nakalagay 'no, sa example ko, "Can you write a blog post about time management, please?" So, that's a poor, prompt, no? The better one is write a blog post on time management strategies for freelancers. Direct to the point. No need for, you know, politeness. Baka iniisip niyo 'pag naging mabait kayo kay ChatGPT magbibigay din siya ng mas magandang sagot. It does not work that way. It actually those mga polite words or mga other additional words might even affect, the quality of the results na ibibigay sa inyo ni ChatGPT or ng AI. Kasi it's an additional noise, eh. So, make sure to not do it anymore, no? The best way to actually start a prompt is a verb. Always a verb, no? So diretso na kaagad sa action word. So write, make, create, um, explain, no? Those verb, no, should be able to uh start. You should start yung creating yung prompts nyo with a verb. Okay? Alright, so I know maraming ano diyan, maraming guilty sa ganyan, 'no. Hindi magiging mabait yung AI kapag halimbawa nagkaroon tayo ng Armageddon or ng Terminator. Talagang wala, 'no, we just really have to use it as it is. Next, being too vague, 'no. Napaka-vague nung gusto mong sabihin. So, parang nagpa-prompt ka, "Tell me about marketing." No, it's really vague, no? So you cannot really expect a good answer or results from AI if that. Pwede mo namang itanong sa Google na lang yan. So, pero it lack of specificity. It leads to brand or generic answers. So ayun nga, masyadong generic ibibigay sa iyo, no? So the better way to do it is explain three digital marketing strategies for sa startups targeting small businesses. Yun. Kikita nyo ba? Yung mas specific, mas better responses ang ibibigay ng AI sa atin. Next. Forgetting to define the audience, no? Ayan, no? You always make sure that whatever you try to ask from ChatGPT, you define the audience. Para ba sa'yo? Para ba sa market mo? Para ba sa target clients mo? Para ba sa target market ng clients mo? You have to be really specific on the audience, no? So, for example, ito, for prompt, write about productivity. No, it's really vague. Anong what should what should be written about productivity, 'di ba? So the better way is write a motivational article on productivity for university students. But pwede pang mas specific, no? For university students in the Philippines or in US. More specific, mas better, no? Sa target audience. Okay? Next, ignoring context, 'no? Walang context yung ano, hindi niyo nilalagyan ng context yung prompt niyo, 'no? Poor version of this is write about taxes. Gano'n lang, anong context, 'no? Bakit mo kailangan mag-write about taxes, 'no? So the better way to do it, 'no, explain how freelancers in the Philippines should handle crypto taxes, emphasizing compliance. Oh, mas better, 'no? It really gives more detailed information and specific information kasi may context na siya, 'no? So, without context, the AI might actually miss mga nuances, 'no, or mag-produce ng irrelevant information. Dun talaga nagkakaroon ng mga irrelevant information kapag walang context yung prompt ninyo, 'no? Alright? And then lastly, 'no, na common mistake is asking overly complex or long questions. Yung parang sa isang prompt pa lang inilagay mo na lahat ng prompt doon, 'no? Mas maganda meron tayong tinatawag na flow of thought or chain of thoughts prompting, 'no? Hindi ko pa nailagay yun dito pero I'll be teaching that on another live session. But, napakahalaga na na meron tayong chain of thought, 'no? Kailangan organize yung thoughts natin, hindi sabog-sabog, 'no? When we actually do prompting or prompt engineering. So, 'pag naglalagay kayo ng ano, ng prompt, you should, break it into ano, smaller focused ones, 'no? Kasi it will actually give us better results. So ano yung example ng poor, overly complex or long question, explain email marketing, its tools, strategies, and benefits in one response. Yung mga gano'n na parang you're actually trying to limit so much the ano, the power of AI. O kaya yung sobrang haba nung prompt mo 'no, nilagay mo na lahat doon na multiple instructions, multiple things you're trying to actually ask the AI. And ako based on experience talagang hindi siya maganda. So it's better na meron tayong chain of thoughts or flow of thoughts na gagawin on prompt engineering. So better 'no, unahin mo muna for example, what is email marketing? Sagutin niya, tsaka mo ulit, what are the best tools for email marketing? And then next, what are 3 strategies for increasing email open rates? Then you can actually give more, allowing the AI to produce more better results for you, 'no, na hindi nalimitahan, hindi parang hindi nape-pressure. Hindi naman nape-pressure yung AI 'no, pero it actually ano, affects the algorithm that it gives responses kasi 'pag masyadong complex agad 'no, and long prompts yung agad yung binibigay natin. So, make sure to break it down into simpler, smaller, and mas clearer na prompts, 'no. Okay, so let's now move to the prompt framework, 'no, the prompt framework. This is something na ginawa ko because of the mistakes, experience, and the things that I actually think to better our prompt engineering or to use AI properly. No? So the prompt framework stands for P stands for purpose, role, output specific, mood and style, provide context, test, and tweak. So ito lang yan. Basically, the prompt framework na gusto kong i-share sa inyo. Tandaan niyo 'to when you're actually doing, 'pag nagpa-prompt kayo sa AI. Okay, so for the purpose 'no, you have to define your goal. Bago kayo mag-prompt, very clear dapat sa inyo ano yung goal niyo. So the cornerstone of any good prompt is knowing what you want. Clear purpose ensures you're steering the AI in the right direction, avoiding unnecessary back and forth. So basically, know yung purpose, it's the task. Ano ba yung task? Ano yung papagawa mo kay AI? Yun. That's the purpose. Create me an article. Something like that. So kailangan yun muna. Purpose, kailangan alam niyo yung goal, no? So you have to ask yourself, what do I want AI to help me accomplish? What is the specific outcome I need? No? So it's very important that we actually understand ano yung goal natin before anything else. So example, no? Example na lang kasi hindi ako makapag-prompt ng live. But ito yung poor prompt, no? Na walang goal. Now, tell me about social media marketing. That's a poor prompt. No? It does not really have a goal. Um, the better way to prompt that is explain three effective social media strategies for B2B SaaS companies with examples. Better, right? Alam mo kagad yung goal mo. That is for B2B SaaS companies, no? You're trying to actually may target market na, may target audience na. And alam mo kagad yung goal, no? Another poor example of prompt, summarize this article. Tapos paste mo dun yung article. Does not does not really does not really give you a goal. Bakit gusto mo i-summarize yung article na yan? Just for the sake of summarizing it? No. The better way is summarize this article in 5 bullet points for marketing managers in the crypto industry. Mas better, di ba? Mas better yung ganon. Kasi clear agad, naka-define agad yung goal. Now, let's proceed on the role. You have to assign a role to AI. Kailangan niya magbigay ng role sa kanya, no? Kung may task siya, dapat may role din siya, no? So AI performs best when you tell it who to be. No, by assigning a role, you provide context that guides the tone, language, and expertise of the response. Always remember that. No? So pro tip, guys, no? You can actually ask AI to emulate famous figures, authors, or influencers to match a specific tone or vibe. For example, write this in the style of Seth Godin, Alex Hormozy. Or you can ask AI or you can say, act as Simon Sinek and draft a motivational message for leaders. Or write like yung brand's name nyo or kung sino man yung brand na yon based on sa sarili nyo mismo, kung ano yung mga previous prompts nyo or previous conversations nyo ng AI. So keeping the tone casual and relatable. And by the way, pwede nyo rin pala i-customize na yung mga chat GPT, no? So I'll be also doing a live webinar for that on how to actually customize it. Para talagang pag nag-prompt kayo, pwede nyo nang ilagay yung brand voice nyo doon. Okay? So that's a pro tip, no? So you ask yourself, no, when you actually give a role to AI, who or what should the AI pretend to be? Is there a specific person or brand style I want to emulate on the prompt? So, yun yung parating yung itanong, no? By the way, guys, I have this PDF. Gumawa na ako ng ebook for this one, and I'll be giving this for free for those who will be staying at the end of this webinar. Um, so yeah, stay tuned. Gumawa na ako ng ebook for this one. All right. So example, no, on assigning role to an AI. As an expert, you are a financial advisor. Create a checklist for small businesses to prepare for tax season. Yun, as an expert, no? As a mentor, act as a career coach and provide guidance for someone starting in freelance writing. Next, as an influencer or an author. Write a blog a blog intro about creativity in the style of Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic, in the style of Simon Sinek's Finding Your Why, in the style of Alex Hormozy $100 million leads or $100 million sales, in the style of Ali Abdal's productivity book, no? So that will give more idea or give more context dun sa AI to actually who are you going to emulate with. And it will actually provide more specific and tailored responses. Okay? So that's the role. Next, O, no, ng prompt. Output specific. So you have to be specific about the deliverable, no? Hindi pwedeng generic, hindi pwedeng general lang na. So you have to be more specific. The more specific you request, the better the AI will respond. Always remember that. No? Define the format, the length, and details clearly. So ask yourself when you actually know or think about the output, no? What format do I need? Example, list ba yung hinahanap ko? Bulleted points ba? Blog post ba to? Email campaigns ba to? Email copy ba to? Social media caption ba to? No? Uh, essay ba to? You have to really be specific on what format or dapat ba? Naka-table ba to? Naka-columns? Naka-arrange sa ganyan, no? You really have to be specific on the output. So, how long or detailed should the response be? Pwede nyo rin sabihin, no? Kung gusto nyo mahaba-haba, 1,000 words dapat, gano'n, 'no? Ilagay niyo 'yun, 'no? So, you have to really be specific on the output, 'no, on the deliverable. So, example, 'no, specify format. Create a 10-step guide for freelancers starting in crypto accounting. 'Pag length naman, yung specific length, 'no? Write a 50-word description of my course for a Facebook ad. 'Pag specific details naman, explain Bitcoin halving for beginners using simple language and a step-by-step approach. 'Di ba mas clear 'pag gano'n yung ano, yung mas specific yung mga details na ibinibigay natin. Format, length, and details, 'no? So that's for output specific. Now let's proceed, 'no, ang bilis pala ng oras, 43 minutes na tayo. Yung mood na letter M, mood and style, 'no? So you have to set the tone. Ano ba yung tone dapat nung ibibigay sa yung response ni AI, hmm. So, AI can actually adapt its tone and style to match your target audience. Gen Z ba yan? Boomers ba yan? Amerikano ba yan? Pilipino ba yan? Whatever that is, again, babalik tayo dun sa audience, no? So, we have to define how the response should sound to ensure it resonates the target market. So, pro tip ulit, no? You can actually customize, guys, the tone further by referring to your previous prompts or conversations with the AI. Number two, your brand tone. Example, casual, professional, witty, humorous, no? Strict. Depende, no? Depende kung ano yung gusto mong ibigay na brand tone. O kaya famous styles, no? Yun katulad nung kanina, pwede niyong gumamit ng prompting dun sa role, no? You can also add here, no, na the mood or the vibe should be like Gary V, Alex Hormozy. For more energetic contents, gusto ko parang malupiton style. Yung mga salitaan, yung mga batuhan ng conversation, pwede yun, no? As long as, again, pasok siya sa database ng AI. Ask yourself, no, when trying to think about the mood and style, what emotion should the response convey? Should it sound formal, casual, inspirational, humorous, etc.? So example, for professional format, no, or professional and formal mood, write a press release about our app launch in a professional tone. Friendly and motivational, Draft a motivational tweet encouraging freelancers to embrace failure. Playful and witty. Create a fun Instagram caption for a productivity app. So you can add adjectives, no, for it to understand the mood and style that you would want to convey. No? All right. So that's for mood and style. Next, we have to provide context, letter P, no, on the prompt framework. We have to give background details. Ito yung sasabi ko, dapat may context. Hindi pwedeng, basta na lang tayo nag-prompt. No? We have to really provide bakit natin yun. Yun yung gusto nating gawin. No? So, context really matters. Kahit naman sa ang, di ba? Hindi naman tayo dapat magre-react na lang kung hindi natin alam yung context ng mga bagay-bagay. So, really, it really matters, no, yung context. So, the more details you actually provide, the more tailored the response will be. So, this step is really crucial for accuracy and relevance. So, you have to ask yourself when you actually provide context. Now, what does the AI need to know about my audience, product, or situation? Are there specific details or examples I should include? No? So, yun dapat ilalagay nyo yun sa context. No? Hindi pwedeng ano na lang, basta lang nag-prompt. No? So, dapat alam ni AI ano yung audience mo, ano yung product, ano yung situation. No? So, example, for a social media post, you have to create a LinkedIn post promoting my webinar. Maximize the last 95 days of 2024. Targeting freelancers who want to finish the year strong. So ginawa ko yan before, no? I had actually had this webinar last year, no? So for an email naman, draft an email inviting accountants to join my 6-week crypto accounting course emphasizing its career benefits. Kita, may context, no? Hindi lang siya basta write me an email for accountants to join us. Dapat very specific. Ano yon, no? Bakit yun yung gusto mo? Kasi it has career benefits. No? Kasi gusto nila matapos yung year nila strong. So it really have to have that kind of context. May background details dapat. Number 6. Lastly, letter T, no? Test and tweak. So we have to iterate until it's right. So even the best prompt, after reviewing the output, refine your prompt for better results. So ask yourself during this test and tweak part, no, does the response align with my goals? Could I add more clarity or details to improve it? So examples, no, ang initial prompt pa lang, write a blog post about productivity. Now, kailangan mo na siyang i-refine, no? Write a blog post for freelancers on 5 productivity hacks focusing on time blocking and deep work techniques. Yun. Mas, mas specific na siya, no? So, you can actually test and tweak for better and better results, no? Hindi porket nagbigay na kayo ng prompt, initial prompt nyo, yun na yun, no? You can actually refine the prompt better and better and better, no? All right. So, ngayon, okay ba kayo? Meron pa tayong 16. Oy, kikinig na 16. So, thank you for tuning in na rin, no? Staying until this time. Next slide will be a very quick prompt. Let's try the prompt framework, no, with you guys, no. Gusto ko makita sa comment section to. At least meron tayong interaction or interactivity. So, eto, let's try the prompt framework using the kanina, no. Given with whatever I taught you, no. Ito yung concept. Ito yung details. It should be a social media caption. Kayo ilagay niyo yung prompt niyo sa comment section, no. Ilagay niyo yung prompt niyo sa comment section. Let's try it, no. Social media caption, invite viewers to watch my live webinar. Ito yun, no. 8 p.m. via FB Live, how to best use ChatGPT or OpenAI. Sige nga. Using the prompt framework, gawa nga kayo ng prompt using these details lang. Tapos i-type nyo sa sa comment section. Let's begin. Okay, so sabi niya, create a social media caption, inviting viewers to watch Shanti's live webinar on January 28 at 8 p.m. via FB Live, entitled How to Best Use ChatGPT. Sige, ilan muna natin. Meron may hahabol doon. Sige, ilan muna natin to. Tingnan natin. So, sabi ni AI, ayan. So, ready to supercharge your ChatGPT skills? Join tech expert Shanti tonight at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. Learn game-changing strategies to maximize ChatGPT's potential in this free webinar, How to Best Use ChatGPT. Whether a beginner or advanced user, discover pro tips for better prompts, time-saving workflows, real-world applications. Don't miss this opportunity to level up your AI game. Set your reminder now and catch us live on FB. Drop a target in the comments if you're joining us. So meron na ring hashtags. Nice, no? So himayin natin sa prompt framework, no? Ano yung task, ano yung goal? Create a social media caption, no? Of course, to invite for the FB Live, to join the FB Live, no? Webinar. So the audience, inviting viewers, mas better siguro kung specific natin 'to, 'no, na yung viewers natin is target natin diyan is freelancers or entrepreneurs who are using artificial intelligence, 'no? Kasi dapat relevant din sa audience yung webinar. Okay, so we can actually inviting freelancers. Sige, try natin yung next. So, sa viewers, yung audience, 'no? Ano yung role? Of course, nasabi naman na si Shanti ay magtuturo about this one, how to best use ChatGPT. So it gives the idea to the AI na I'm a tech expert. No, I'm a tech expert. So even though hindi mo siya na-mention, so inassume na ni AI that I'm a tech expert since I'll be doing this kind of webinar. So specific naman, January 28 at 8 p.m. via FB Live, no? And then the topic. So may context, no? So mas better pa 'to kung may context na, bakit kailangan gamitin or how to best use ChatGPT. So bakit nga ba? Kasi maraming freelancers hindi marunong gumamit ng ChatGPT in its proper way, 'no? So puwede niyong i-include dito yung context na yun sa prompt framework para mas maganda at mas tailor fit talaga yung sagot, 'no? Sige, i-try natin yun, kung mas magbibigay sa'tin. Gayahin lang natin 'to. Create a social media caption inviting viewers, palitan na natin siya, freelancers, to watch Shanti's live webinar on January 28 by FB Live entitled How to Best Use ChatGPT. Sabihin natin ganyan, yun lang yung context. Or puwedeng dagdagan niyo and avoid, losing clients. For example lang naman 'to, sample lang, and avoid losing clients. Oh, 'di ba? Mas tailored fit na 'to, 'no? So, imagine, attention freelancers, are you worried about AI replacing your work? Transform ChatGPT from a threat into your competitive advantage, 'no? So, mas maganda na siya, 'no? Mas nagiging ano pa, mas nagiging better. Okey, try natin mag-assign tayo ng, ah, role or ng better role kay ChatGPT pa, 'no? So, post it as if write it pala, sorry. It is Alex Hormozi. Oh, ito lagyan natin ng mood and exciting. Gano'n lang, simple lang. Oh, listen freelancers, listen up freelancers. Kung mapapansin niyo ganito yung mga post at mga hook na ginagamit ni Alex Hormozi sa mga YouTube contents niya and mga viral post niya. Parating, "Listen up freelancers, this is exact playbook you need right now." Mga gano'n yung tono niya 'no. Binabasa ko pa lang naririnig ko na yung boses niya, eh, 'no. So look, I see freelancers every day making the same devastating mistake, fighting AI instead of leveraging it to 10x their income. That stops tonight. Wow, ang ganda nito 'no? Imagine niyo,
Nice.
ganda nung ano 'no, ang ganda nung binigay na ano ni Claude 'no. Super nice, kuwang-kuwa yung tone ni Alex Hormozi. So, yeah, these are the things that kaya gano'n kaimportante that we understand the prompt framework, that we assign roles, that we assign proper context, that we define the goal, the target audience 'no. And of course, at the end, uh tweak and i-tweak na lang natin 'no, and improve yung prompt. Alright, thank you sa mga nag-ano, sa mga nag-share ng ano nila, sobrang solid, nice, very good, very good. Basically, puwede niyo rin gawin yun for email campaign naman 'no, instead of social media caption, email campaign naman 'no. Same process, same technique, same framework. 'Wag niyong kakalimutan yung framework na yan. Okey, so ito bonus. Bonus dahil nag-stay kayo 'no, until the end of this ano, session. So, advanced tips for crafting prompts. Nabudol na ako. Use placeholders for personalization. So, alam niyo yung mga placeholders 'no, yung mga kung saan niyo ilalagay yung mga name, other details 'no, usually personal details 'no. So, like, lagay niyo dito, "Write a pitch for blank about product or service." 'No. So, you can do that para i-insert niyo nila yung mga proper other details or personalized details na kailangan niyo ilagay dun, 'no. So, it makes it easier to reuse and tweak 'no, para puwede niyo siyang gamitin ulit 'no, next time 'no, yung mga may ganito na. So, maglagay kayo ng placeholders for personalization. Para next time na same naman yung gusto niyong hingin na sagot or same na ano, hindi niyo na uulitin ulit lahat 'no, naka-save na siya 'no, sa AI. So, always you can use that 'no, yung placeholder for personalization technique. Next, advanced tips for, uh, crafting prompts, another bonus, you have to include examples for inspiration. So, for example, gusto niyong maggawa ng Twitter trend or X thread 'no. So, write a tweet like this, "Success isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Hashtag productivity tips." So, puwedeng may inspiration na kayo 'no, sa gusto niyong hingin na gusto niyong gumawa ng inspirational post, gano'n. Tapos may nabasa kayo, kaso gusto niyo sarili niyong version yung ano, yung ipo-post niyo. So, you can actually get that and ilagay niyo yun dun sa prompt na, "Write a tweet like this. Gusto kong use my brand voice, my brand tone to create a motivational quote like this one." Puwede niyo rin siyang gawin sa clients ninyo. Definitely, yes. So, mas nagkakaroon ng idea si AI ano yung proper na ibibigay sa inyong responses. Alright, time check 9:19. Last bonus 'no, combine roles and context. So, puwede niyo i-combine yung roles and context. So, basically part siya ng prompt, uh, framework. So, for example, you are a personal finance coach. Explain crypto taxes to Filipino freelancers in a simple step-by-step guide. So, that's better 'no. So, mas clear, mas specific, and mas may context at may role. So, mas maganda yung ibibigay na response sa inyo ng AI. Okay, so that actually concludes our, quick live. Hindi pala, inabutan ng isang oras 'no, 1 hour din. Hopefully nakatulong 'to on actually getting better in prompting AI, guys, 'no. Whatever you're using right now, puwedeng Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Merlin, Autopilot 'no, or Copilot pala, Copilot ng Microsoft. and other things, no? Whatever AI you're trying to use, make sure to apply yung prompt framework ano naman yan, no? Kahit anong klaseng tools yung ginagamit. It's very effective. Okay, so make sure again to join our Facebook group kasi I'll be sharing more resources doon, no? So you feel free to actually invite your friends, your colleagues to actually join our group. And for those who wants to claim yung ebook, yung ebook natin, no? Whatever yung discuss natin tonight, nandito na sa ebook na to. So I'll show you. Ayan. So sa mga gusto mag-claim nito, no, na free ebook, pinaghirapan ko 'to, guys. So thank you kay shout out kay Vincent the Bubblet for helping me on this. So the prompt framework ebook, no, you can get this for free, no? Wala 'tong bayad, guys, no. So for you to actually get this, no, you just go to seansebastian.com. Ito type ko na lang sa comment section. /ebook. So seansebastian.com/ebook. You can go here and claim your free ebook. No. So pakita ko sa inyo 'to. Ayan. So basically, stop wasting time with robotic, blah blah blah. What you'll get in this ebook: proven framework to craft the perfect AI prompts, real world examples, and actionable tips, mistakes to avoid for more natural human-like outputs. So this is perfect for freelancers, content creators, marketers who want to elevate their AI game. You just have to sign up to get your free copy. No, fill in nyo lang yung details nyo dyan para ma-claim nyo agad. You'll be receiving an email, no? Uh, just in case na hindi nyo makita sa inbox nyo, you can check your spam or promotions and make sure na mark my emails for you as safe para naman ma-receive nyo na lahat ng resources na sinishare ko din by email. So, yeah, no, hopefully mag-claim kayo, guys. Libre lang to, no? Wala tong bayad. I really would want to help more freelancers, more content creators, and business owners to really use AI properly. And again, as I've mentioned kanina, this is a series, no? Definitely, I'll be doing this more often. Baka bukas ulit. Hindi natin alam. Basta, I'd really like to share more about AI this year, especially for that we are already in the era of artificial intelligence para talaga ma-leverage natin yung AI, no? In our work, in our career. So yun lang. Thank you so much and yeah, thank you.